Still feel slow, even with Spirit Wolf. Why do I feel so slow? Woo. All right. So, I haven't streamed for a couple days. Took a break. I've been having real bad back trouble. So during the stream, I might get up occasionally and pace around, step away from the mic and the game for usually for like 30 seconds or a minute, just to walk around my room a little bit, so I don't sit in a position, one position for too long. That way my back doesn't get too stiff. I have not been idle in the last 2 days though. Despite not streaming, I got this Shaman from level 4 to 9. That's 5 levels, 2 days. That's not too bad. I got him full bandit, so now he's looking pretty fancy. I have 134 Null Fangs. So technically, even though I'm level 9, I could probably be several levels higher than this right now if I wanted to. But I'm hoarding the Fangs for the moment. I'm going to try to maybe get to level 11 in Blackburrow and go turn them all in. Because turning him in will make me KOS with the dumbass corrupt guards and stuff. And even though they're not that big of an issue, you know, there's only one of them I think in the city that can kill me with his harm touch. I'd still rather wait till the end, till I'm kind of out-leveled this area. But I may not wait till level 11, you know. I'm the top floor is greening out to me. The outsides, of course, have been green for a few levels. And I'm running out of things. And Blackburrow is a hopping zone full with people. So we may not even find anything we can do in here. If it becomes a little too difficult for me to get fangs or experience, then I don't know. Maybe we'll move on, or maybe I'll hop to a different character. Now what I would like to do is... Oop, not that one. Probably want Spirit of Bear. Stamina's good, right? I would like to summon some bags, because I do loot a bit, because I'm low on money from buying bandit. This bandit stuff. So I'm down to 8 plat. So I will be looting weapons and cloth. And these spirit pouches work out great for that. Ooh, the game's a little loud for me. Okay, come on. These are some new people. I've been in here for so long, I'm starting to recognize all the regulars. You know, all the people that are hanging out around Blackburrow like I am. But I haven't seen these before. Got some fresh blood up in here. It's possible I'll play with a friend later. Maybe get on Discord with them. I don't know yet. It's coming up on Thanksgiving. And everyone's got preparations, you know. I'm going to be streaming a lot more this week. I'm going to be doing the opposite of others. Most people are busy the week of Thanksgiving, and I usually am too. But this year, I have a lot of time on my hands. And I'm on vacation from work, so I will be streaming a bit more. I think. Unless my back just gets even worse, or, I don't know, some unforeseen circumstance. But I do plan on being in EverQuest frequently. Every place is going to be camped. Like this, I can't really take anyway. Yeah, they're getting a little better. Yellow. Roto's been dying a lot. It's been your regular train central. Oh. I need to med, don't I? I'll med over here. I'm always trying to loot stuff once it becomes public loot. I just hit level 9 earlier. I got Spirit of Wolf, which is nice, of course. I got Spirited Bear, which gives me stamina, which I did not cast on myself. I forgot to do that, so I better do that. Alright, well, we'll do that in a minute. Fizzle. Frostwrift I've had for a short time, Drowsy. Tainted Breath's a new DOT, so I have 2 DOTs now. One's poison-based, one's diseased. I believe Tainted Breath is a lot better. So that's cool. Other than that, I think maybe summon food, which I don't really use much. I did get the new healing, that's right, because I was using minor healing before. So that should be a lot better, because before I was mostly healing with Inner Fire, which is an AC buff, but it also heals you a little bit. Alright, that was supposed to give me stamina, which should have knocked my health down a little bit. It should have given me about 15 HP, maybe it did. But that's not a lot. Last level I got Meditate, which helps so much. I mean, it's really, even that's an understatement. Before, I feel like the Shaman is very weak in Classic on these early levels. Like, I just feel like I can't do a whole lot. I feel like a weak warrior with some, like, tricks up my sleeve, but not many. That's just my opinion, you know. Maybe I'm just bad at playing Shaman. Once I hit 34 and I get the pet and everything, I feel like it's an amazing class. I actually feel like Shaman's one of the best classes in the game in later levels. I just feel like they're not so great in the beginning. And I think Kunark makes them a little better. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I might not be able to find a little place to camp up in here. It's pretty crowded. I say pretty crowded. There's actually only 5 other people. But they're all up in areas I want to be at. So 5 is a lot under the circumstances. And this will be the only character that you see named Kazarus after my Twitch handle, because that is where the name came from. Actually that's a lie. What year did Diablo come out? The first one, was it 98? Diablo had a character named Lazarus, based on the biblical name, and you know, because Diablo has that as a theme, you know, there's demons and stuff. And during that whole thing, I created Kazarus as a name. I know it sounds kind of silly. There's a NPC in the game called Lazarus, so you're gonna make a character named Kazarus. But are you taking these, dude? He's just been standing there looking at him forever. Maybe he wants to take one and I take one. Yeah. I don't know which one he wanted. Which one you want? How about you give me the one that I DOT'd. I should have told him which one I was taking. That was not very thoughtful of me. I was wondering why he was waiting for so long. And it was because he couldn't figure out how to pull 2 of them. Anyway. I was 14 when Diablo came out. And I liked the sound of Lazarus, but I liked it better with a K. Like in my head, I was like, I don't like the L as much. And so I was like, Kazarus, I like that. And so a lot of people will be like, Kazarus. And I'm fine with that. You can pronounce it how you want. But I say Kazarus. And a year later is when EverQuest came out. And my first character was a Barbarian Shaman. I actually went ahead and made the same base as my barbarian shaman from those days. And yeah, his name was Kezris. And so when I made one on this server, on blue, I did this as well. I couldn't help myself. Nostalgia, you know? I have no idea what's in here. Is there only one? Nope. There's a barley knoll. We're not dealing with that shits. Good. I would like to not train, so I didn't want to have them see me. I will take this, however. Come over here. I think that's a much better dot than what I was dealing with Sicken. It's nice having a lot more AC by having the banded armor. Come on. That's what you get. I'm going pretty loot heavy because I need money. I don't think that cloth armor weighs too much. Nah. It doesn't need to go in a special reduction bag. Med for a moment. Nostalgic zone. I'm probably going to spend most of the week playing EverQuest. Except for Thanksgiving Day, I'll be doing cooking. Probably start Fallen Order, Star Wars, at some point this week as well. Been actually itching to play that. And I've owned it since release, I just haven't played it because I've been in this game. And trying to focus on getting this character up. My friend has a monk. I believe he said he got him to level 15 already. So I need to get this character about up to that state. I destroy stuff because I don't like bodies laying around. It's like OCD. Very bad, stupid OCD of mine. Yeah, if I can get this character up to the monk level, that would be nice. Forget exactly where spawns are in this room. I do have Spirit of Wolf, so I could probably outrun a lot of things. I was in here earlier this morning with my friend. It's just you feel a little more confident with two players. So it's easier to like blindly run forth. Man, 5 people in the zone, but every room is camped. That's kind of crazy. Ooh, double mage. Oh crap, yeah. I wonder if they're taking that side. I doubt it. Well, that's what I was afraid of. What level are they? We got Toasted at 10 and Mystical at 10. They must be real life friends. They got this down good. Like they know what they're doing. Ah. It's Goldberg. Except he doesn't know this character. He probably knows. He knows me by Whittleby. He spends a lot of time when I was in the bandit camp in West Corona. He always just shouts ridiculous stuff, and I would shout it back for no reason. I suppose I can ask someone for a group. Or I can fall in the water. One of those. Let's see. Every place is taken, no matter where you go. They're probably, nope, there's one dude up there too. 13 people. Remember I said 5? Because it was 5 when I looked at it earlier. I'm not imagining that either. Like, that's 15. But the one right before that, maybe, I thought was 5 people. It, like, tripled in the last, like, 10 minutes. 6 players, but there were 5 other than me, and it's in Blackburrow. So, yeah, in the last 10 minutes or so, it tripled its population, and now everything is taken. I just gotta find my little spot here. We got, that guy looked like a monk. The one that was hanging out right here. He probably wandered off. This might be my spot. Maybe I'll sit on this rock. No. I claim this spot. You can't really claim a spot, though. You have a actual camp, sure, but if I sit here and I try to pull what's here, they're going to try to pull what's here too, and it's just one of those things. There he is. Brag. I don't know if I stole his spot or what. He did leave, though. He's doing the same thing as me, or I was, looking around for just somewhere. Where can we go in this zone? This is why it's getting hard to hold out on not turning into fangs. Is that just, it's so much competition that I feel like it might be, huh. It might be faster, just level somewhere else. I don't know. What is he even doing in his zone? He's gotta be... He's only 11? How was that possible? He was doing the bandit groups with me. Well, not in my group, but at the time. And I was level 9. He may have been 9 or 10. And that was like a week and a half ago. He hasn't gained more than a level. Maybe he's been away. The North was a lesser place because of it. He doesn't want to patch a fur, though. I plan to stick around for a bit. If things get a little boring, I'll move on, maybe to another character, or maybe to another place. We'll see. Things should be popping here soon, but I know he wants them too. If he really wants Gnoll fangs, these Gnolls have them in their mouth. Look at that. Spirit wolf. Probably give him a spirit wolf too. He's too far away. No, he did not take hold. He's already super fast. Look at Mr. Fancy sitting on the bridge. Already super fast. Oh, hi. You're green, but you'll have a fang in your mouth, right? Might be better to go into that room with the mages and see if they want me to join. Probably don't, though. But I might get fangs faster that way than trying to solo the occasional pop. But we'll see. There's a lot of Gnolls over there. I think everything's starting to repop a little. Come on. You can do it. Oh my gosh. I'm tired of this. And a fang, of course. Why do I have a scrawny hitting me? Sure, I'll fight you. I didn't want to take anyone's Gnoll, but it's another green. Yep, and they're going to clear out all those. Yeah. I guess that dude up there left. It's a quick moving zone. Every now and then you'll get people that stay put for a while, but usually people like come and go fast. Come over here, so I don't have to loot you on top of that corpse. This would probably be faster if I actually DOT'd these things. Die. I think there's a period of almost an hour yesterday where no one dropped fangs. At least I'm getting experience from these. It's probably just a small amount. But yeah, no one dropped fangs for almost an hour. I'm like, that's crazy. I almost wanted to, and I should have, just out of curiosity, just shout to the zone, is anyone getting fangs right now? Because when you have it going on that long, when you've killed like 30 Gnolls and not one of them dropped a fang, you start to think that maybe something's glitched or whatever. I'm mad for a short time. Maybe a friend of mine will get on soon. Except he's not near Blackburrow. Other friend is, though. Yeah, I think where those two mages are is the money pot right there. That's where there's a whole lot of spawns. And I can't take most of them. Maybe with one other person I can, like they're doing. That's what that's the necro pad right there. They always get glitched on these. Alright, he was here earlier this morning. And there's Goldberg. I'm gonna bonk him on the head just because. Is he fighting a fucking commander? Am I stuck? Am I really stuck? Oh my gosh. That's what I get for being a fat ass barbarian. Let's crutch. I don't want to have to gate. Or rewind. I think slash rewind's still a thing. Man, they killed that commander like it's nothing. What level is Finis? Well, I know he's red to me. Because I know Goldberg at level 11 or whatever didn't pull that off. Alright, so that doesn't work. Sitting doesn't work. Be patient. Yeah, I was thinking about rewind. Let's try it. Alright, that's good. Alright. They've cleared this room, probably. Yep. Which is fine because everything in this whole area I can't pull without getting ads. Commander usually drops some good stuff. Usually an Onyx ring, which is what I have here. And rawhide shoulder pads that I think I accidentally got rid of earlier. But I didn't need them anyway. It just occurred to me though that I don't think I sold any of the stuff from this morning. Oh well. That's what happens when you throw stuff in summon bags and you forget about them. Man, I don't know what's in that room. I don't think I've gone that far before. I mean, I have, but not on green. And we're not gonna start now by our lonesome. I will take it. I will take everything I can get. So did those when those mages leave? Oh, yeah, no, yeah. That room has the commander and shit, so that's not a... I guess let's get on Discord with my friend. Hiya. Hey? Can you not hear me? Should be hearing me.
Huh. No, I don't. I don't hear you.
Will I hear you?
Try again. My TV was muted.
Hi.
Now I can hear you.
Yep. Having the sound on works every time.
Except for when it doesn't.
I'm streaming right now. I'm in Blackburrow, desperately trying to find some place I can camp. But as is usual, the place is pretty filled.
I didn't get on at all yesterday. I got in late and poked around online for about an hour and then decided to go to bed.
Yeah.
I moved my microphone. I don't know how well I can heard right now.
It's worse than usual. Like, I can hear your game sound and you sound a little further away than usual.
I'm a lot further away than usual. I need to adjust the...
Volume-wise, you're fine. I'm not having trouble hearing you. It just sounds like lower quality. Like, it sounds like closet, echo kind of thing. A little bit. Not bad, though.
Okay.
But I did hear the game loading.
You're about to hear it again because it crashed.
Huh.
Oh. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness me. Ouch. Okay, let's see if I can get this set up a good way. This can go right there. This can go right here, maybe? Oh. Okay, can you hear me? How do I sound?
Sound a lot better.
A lot better?
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing what moving that microphone 5 inches can do.
Yep.
I love that microphone. I absolutely love it. Now we get to see if you can hear my game audio. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Darn it.
It's not bad, but I can hear it loading again. It's not like Ryan's.
Well, I can only barely hear Ryan's.
Really?
Really?
I could tell you how many times Ryan gets hit when he plays. I could probably read back his log file to him.
There we go. Okay.
I've been playing my Shaman for the last couple days. I got him from level 4 to 7 in one day, and then I got him from 7 to 8.5 yesterday. And then this morning I got him from 8.5 to 9, and I only played for a short time. Ryan and I grouped up in Blackburrow a little bit. This morning.
You cut up to my wizard.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up to his monk and your cleric. His monk's 15 now.
Good lord.
I know.
Cleric's only... Yeah, I haven't really played my cleric since I made the wizard.
What level you said the cleric is?
He's level 10.
Okay, yeah. Here's the thing. I could probably be like level 12 or 13 right now. Because I have 137 null fangs on me.
Good lord.
So, I mean, I could be close to his level already.
So what you're saying is get on our level to me.
No, I mean, it's up to you what you want to play. If you rather, I mean, I'm of the mind that the monk and the shaman are a strong duo, and once past that, any third person complements them. So if you want to group with us with your wizard, I think that would work too.
No, that's what I want to do is group with you with my wizard.
You don't have to do the cleric or anything, yeah.
Yeah, no. I have not been working on the cleric at all. I've been wanting to do the wizard. The only... can't hate
Did
how
he
the
attack that?
things. Every time I see a pixie, I kill it to try to get payday.
Mm-hmm.
When I was grouped with Ryan, we got a lot of paydays. We killed like 3 or 4 pixies that all dropped like really valuable gems in a row, like 3 and 4 plat each. That was nice.
Yeah.
I ain't seen one like that since. Ooh, that's a fairy courtier. In a little bit, I'm going to start killing those. I imagine they have some pretty nice loots also, don't they? Pixies have gems. I think the fairies do too. Yeah, no. I didn't play it all yesterday. And today I spent the whole day doing house stuff. Almost ready to move in. Like, we'll probably move in on Monday or Tuesday at the latest.
Cool.
Yep.
So you'll be there
Now
for Thanksgiving.
it's not gonna be completely done until probably like New Year's, but
No,
it'll
but you'll
be,
be there, right?
yeah, it'll be done enough for me to like live out of.
Are you gonna
Like the
be able to
carpet.
use the kitchen and stuff?
Well, no.
Hmm.
My fridge is coming on Monday. Um, I need to go buy a new oven and a new microwave. Black Friday deals are gonna save my bacon on that. So that's what I'm gonna do this week. Is probably I'm gonna do some shopping. I got to get some blinds. Uh, boom. Got to get some blinds. Got to get a couple of things, related to getting everything up and running. That's not a
Yeah.
huge issue. Um, but once I get moved in and I get my computer up, and well, that means I'm probably not going to be able to get on my computer like pretty much at all on Monday. I think, getting things set up there. Um, just not sure.
Yeah.
Uh, but once I get my computer up and I get internet at the place, which is a call that I'm going to make that phone call on Monday. Um, once I get all that going, then I'll be able to start streaming again, and that'll be awesome. Stream some EverQuest. I'll stream Streets of Rage and maybe run through Sonic the Hedgehog again. That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then this time, I won't just randomly take, like basically what amounts to a 2 month break, right whenever I'm starting to get a little bit of traction.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things that, it happens.
Yeah. Boom.
I'm basically a scavenger at the moment. I'm like going behind people and looting their corpses that they left behind. There was at one point it was just me and 5 other people in the zone, but every room I went in had someone laid claim to it. I'm like, son of a bitch, only 5 other people in the zone and there's no place I can go. And then within 10 minutes it had tripled to 15 people in the zone, and I'm like, oh my god. Last night I stayed up till like 5 in the morning my time, and I still had nothing. I still couldn't really hold down a room because I guess everybody in Europe woke up and hopped on P99 at the same time. I don't know, but
Ugh, I hate it whenever mobs climb trees. Sorry. Yeah. Everybody in Europe hopped on at the same time.
yep.
Yay. Crush Bone Belt.
This guy's name is Harry Shaman. I have to look to see if he's really a shaman. Yes, he is. I'm gonna tell him, you should shave.
Oh my goodness, I need to shave so bad.
This guy would have to change his name to Shaved Shaman. Has a good ring to it, though. He says never. Never gonna do that.
Okay, is there a hotkey or a special? Where can I find a list of the chat macro? You know, like the %T is your target, the percent like uh, P is possessive pronoun. You know, stuff like. Where
Mm-hmm.
can I find a list of all that
I
crap?
went to Google and I typed in like P99 commands and macro commands or something like that, and I found the list.
Okay.
Man, I'm
Because I want to
just.
look and see if I can't find something that'll just have my level in it, you know,
Mm-hmm.
so that I can make an LFG button that's easy.
Your level? I don't know if there's one that has a level in it. I don't remember seeing one with a level. He interrupted me when I was casting a spell, and I liked it because I was accidentally casting the wrong spell. Thanks for making it easier for me. I meant to cast the other dot on you. When Ryan and I was on earlier, this like level 27 Pally was down here with us, and she was very nice. She was like, "Hey, I'm gonna pull a commander, and you guys can have it, and I'll just hold aggro, you know." So she
Oh,
did
that's
it.
nice.
She got aggro on her, and she pulled it to us and said, "You guys can kill it." But he was on his necro, you know, and I'm on my shaman, and neither of us could cast spells on it. It was so high level compared to us that it was resisting everything. So we both just kept hitting it over and over with our weapons the entire battle. And he had his skelly pet, and his skelly pet was out damaging both of us. And the Pally had a kick out of that. She was like, "Bones here is doing the most damage." It's like, that he is. Ryan at one point just gave up on trying to do damage, so he took off his weapon and just said, "I'm gonna raise my my fists, my hand-to-hand skill."
That's funny.
I'm occasionally fighting gnolls that don't even give me experience, but they do drop fangs, and that gives me experience, so it's still worth it, I guess.
That's why I'm fighting some of the crushbone orcs I'm fighting.
Yeah. Because there's not as much people competing against me for these lower mobs right now, so I'm like, instead of standing around doing nothing and hoping I find a blue, I might as well kill all these greens for now, and then check on the blue in a little bit, see if anybody logged off or anything, and left me an opening. Plus, they still drop loot, and I need money, because I went and bought myself a full bandit set, and that took up quite a bit of money. Now even a top is camped. Man. How many people now? 14? Back down, see what's down there now. Oh no, someone has trespassed long enough on Sabretooth lands. How dare they? Are you chasing someone? What are you doing? Oh, you're yellow. Fuck that. I'm not fighting you. On you, on the other hand, though, I might take you. If I can. Let's see if I can pull this one away. Do not come after me, guardsmen. Whew. I'm so happy I chose to fight this thing off the beaten path. Every now and then someone will pull a train and run off towards his own line, and I'll just snag one mob off of their train and hope that the rest don't come back and kill me. Oh my god, he stunned me and then he ran? That's not fair. You can't do that. I gotta say, this new dot is so much nicer. Oh gosh. What is this guy doing? Why does he keep pulling a damn guardsman? Last night I was in the bank in Kinos and I saw someone, a barbarian in full bandit, and I was like, hey, you make that yourself or you buy it? He's like, oh, I bought them. And I said, okay. I was just wondering because I need some myself. My character's feeling a bit of a draft, you know, since barbarians start off with no shirt and everything.
Right.
And they get a little breeze up their kilt. And so he's like, well, I've upgraded 3 pieces of my gear. I can sell you those. And I said, oh, wow, that'd be great. How much, you know? And the typical going price is about 1 plat per AC. And sometimes people will discount it if you buy a lot of them.
Yeah.
So he puts up the 3 pieces in trade window, whatever. And I want to say it's supposed to be something like 20 plat worth, like 20 AC or so. And he's like, how about 8 plat? And I'm like, sounds good to me. Let's roll with that. So I pay him 8 plat, he gives me those 3, and I'm like, thanks, I really appreciate it, you know. I actually feel like I'm wearing something finally. And so, you know, I'm say goodbyes and I head off, get right about to Blackburrow, and he messages me and he's like, hey, I have a 4th piece you can have, I just realized. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'll be right there. So I have to gate all the way back to city and buy that one from him. It's the helmet for a little bit cheaper than the going rate. And, you know, once again, thank him and say bye and everything. Well, this morning I log in and I'm in Blackburrow. And pretty much like the moment I log in, I like turn to my left and there's a barbarian in full bandit. And I'm like, hey. He's like, what? I don't have SAO. And I'm like, I want SAO. You make that bandit yourself or you buy it? And he's like, oh, I made it. And I'm like, ah, you want to make some more? And he's like, well, I made it on my other character. I'm like, where's the other character camped at? And he's like, Halas. I'm like, that's close. I said, I know you're in the middle of leveling and all, but you willing to make me some? And he's like, I probably already have a medium set made. And I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. And he's like, I said, you if you're willing to to hop on that character now, I'll run all the way to Halas and meet you over there. So I did that, and I bought the rest of it for him, and he offered a discount because I was buying so many. So all in all, I think a full bandit usually runs about 91 plat, and I paid about 58 plat. So not bad, but it left me with pretty much no money. And it weighs a lot, so I can't carry too much. Because I didn't pump any strength into my Shaman. But I do have these spirit pouches, so that works.
I was actually looking at some of that stuff and I was looking at armor classes and things people can wear, and it's like, if you can wear chain or plate at character creation, you basically should just put 100% of your points into strength, because, you know, you're going to need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to wear your armor, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, that was something that I was looking at. So that's how I built both my Shadow Knight and my Rogue, is I put 100% of both of their points in strength. Until I couldn't put any more points in it anyway. And then with the leftovers, I think I put into either stamina or dexterity or what have you, for depending on which one it was, you know.
Well, on blue, I geared my Shami with the same sort of stuff as my Druid. You know, they're essentially the same class in terms of what they need. And so I was mostly wisdom stuff. And it doesn't weigh a whole lot. It wasn't for AC, it was for wisdom and stamina, basically. Yeah. I geared them for. And so, you know, in my mind I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna be doing the same thing. It's gonna take me a while, but I'll get the same sort of stuff. But half of that stuff comes from Kunark error, so I won't be getting half that stuff. So I went with the bandit route, but I didn't know I was going to, you know? Plus, I kind of just feel like a bad warrior right now with a few little tricks. What's the guy doing down here for? This guy was previously camping in a room deeper in, so maybe that room's clear? I can't take that room he was at before anyway.
I know that an orc spawns right here. I do not know why it has not spawned yet. I've been sitting here staring at a wall for like 5 minutes at least.
That's another thing that happened to me. The tunnel going from EverQuest into Blackburrow, when I say I leveled 3 levels in one day, it was just off of 2 spawns in that tunnel, because there's 4 gnolls, 2 at the entrance and 2 in a tunnel, and someone else was camping the entrance one. So just off of those 2 spawns over and over and over and over, they spawn about every 3 minutes or so, I made 3 levels in one day. But I tried it the next day. No, not the next day. Well, I guess I tried it like 4 in the morning last night. And for like, it seemed like 20 minutes, nothing spawned. And I'm like, I know no one came and pulled it. I've been sitting here the whole time, but nothing has spawned for the past 20 minutes. This was also the same day that for over an hour, I never got a fang from like 30 gnolls. Like, I didn't get a fang for over an hour, and nothing has spawned in this tunnel for 20 minutes. What the fuck is going on? I know I'm not imagining this. I think the next time it happens, I'm going to shout to the zone. Is anybody at all? Has anyone gotten a fang in the last hour? Just out of curiosity. Because I don't know if it's just really, really, really bad chance, or if something's actually like some sort of blip with the server, you know?
Who can say?
I don't know where to go, where to go. You get a sow because you exist. Bunk, sow. I will remember you. Do 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 do. There's this guy in the game named Goldberg, and I saw him the first time ever when I was doing the Bandit group in West K, and since then I've seen him a few times, and he's always just shouting random shit in the zone or whatever. And I always shout back at him. And when I was on Whittleby, I'd always be like, Goldberg, in all caps. And he'd shout back, Whittleby. So he came into Blackburrow for some reason. And he was saying, he was being his usual self. And I shouted, Goldberg. And I had to put in parentheses, this is Whittleby. Because I'm a different character and all. Wow, both of those gnolls died at the exact same time. And no fucking fangs. I probably need to go sell. Part of me wants, and I might do it, just say fuck it and ignore Blackburrow and go turn in all those fangs. See how many levels. I was trying to make it to like level 11 before I do it. I don't know. I think I'll try to hold off a little bit longer. Oh, hello. Just so much pain expressed there. When I turn in all my fangs, I'm going to be KOS to the corrupt guards and the rogue guild. But that'll be fun. I think there's really only one corrupt guard I gotta watch for. The rest of them I can probably beat up. The one I gotta watch out for is like a level 60 Shadow Knight with a harm touch. He'd kill me in one hit.
Yeah.
I think before I ever go anywhere with the barbarian, the shaman, I'll have to buy like my next few sets of spells and stick them in backpacks in the bank.
Yeah.
Because the only place I'll be able to buy them is Halas, probably.
Yeah. And there's not really an easy way to get back to Hallis, is there?
Nope. I mean, you can get a port to North K and run through West and everything. Not an easy way, though.
They really should have put Wizard Spires in instead of having the one Wizard Spires in North K, they probably should have put a Wizard Spire in South K and then a second Wizard Spire in like Everfrost or Canos Hills. You know?
Yeah,
So,
well, in
pause it.
live, they eventually added in a port to Surefall, and I think that was, but it just P99's never had that,
Yeah.
and I think that's the reason why it wasn't lacking there, but it is here. I've always thought that the Knoll model is cool looking. They did a really good job with that.
They did.
I feel like in general the game has very iconic enemies. Did that guy have to camp? I mean, not camp, zone. I would have healed him or something. I didn't know he needed help. Where the hell did this thing come from? Ow. I don't think the Knoll pups dropped the fangs. Maybe they're still teething.
Mm.
They don't have full fangs yet.
I think I've gotten fangs from a null pup before. It's just exceptionally rare.
I kill them every time I see them, but they've never dropped it for me. What's going on?
Pretty sure they can though.
Yeah. There's also a grizzly bear that spawns in Blackburrow that is exceptionally rare. Someone trained me, I'm fairly sure it was intentional, with a grizzly bear yesterday. I was in Blackburrow fighting something, and I see this girl running in circles with a bear chasing her, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe she's kiting it or something. Not that you can really kite something well in there, you know.
Yeah, it's a little cramped.
But I just don't give it much of more thought. And I mostly am focused on the fact that wait, there's a bear that's in Blackburrow? Where the hell did the bear come from, you know?
It's behind. It's in. There's a secret door. I know where it is.
Yeah. So I mostly ignore it, and she's running around circles, but she's running through a bunch of people over and over, like, and it's attacking them because they're fighting things. And I'm like, that has to be intentional. But I go deep in, and I'm like, oh well, whatever. And I'm fighting stuff, and next thing I know, I get attacked by a bear behind me, and she's standing there, and it's attacking me. And I'm not sure what's going on, you know? Like, why is it attacking me and not her? Why is she over there? And it killed me. And when I came back, she wasn't in the zone. I don't know what happened. And the bear was just roaming around. And I was too low level to take it. So I'm kind of sitting there like at the entrance waiting, like, I wonder if I can get past it, you know? And someone walked in the zone and I was like, wait, stop. And they're like, what? And I'm like, there's a bear there. It'll kill you. And I kept saying that when people walked in. Wait, stop, don't go further yet. You know, because they were all my level or lower.
Yeah.
Like, hold up. And then halfling walks in and I'm like, stop, don't go forward. And he's like, what? And I'm like, there's a bear. He's like, I'm a druid. And I'm like, oh, you're good. You got this. I, however, do not. I will stay here patiently forever. Remember who sells me the muffins. I must buy the muffins. That's the one thing. I will eventually know all muffin and milk salesmen in all the cities. Let's see, I think it's over here. Why the hell is Trumpy Irontoe indifferent to me? It's bizarre. I've pissed off the corrupt people. He's corrupt. I need 7 muffins. Precisely 7. Yeah, I logged in this morning and I got that bandit from that person, the bandit armor from the person. And then I looked over when that was done and Ryan's body was sitting there of his necro. I'm like, what the fuck? And I messaged him in game. I'm like, I'm staring at your body. He's like, yeah, train got me. I'm like, well, now proceed to sit on your body. I sat on top of it. This gnome's name is Little Kitty.
Wait. The Lesser Fey Orc group? Are there low-level orcs in Lesser Fey?
I don't know. Only thing I've ever done in Lesser Fate ever. Well, I can't speak for for EverQuest Live, but anything I've ever done in P99 is the Sisters Camp near Mistmore and Mistmore itself.
Do I know where Mistmore is? Vaguely.
Fuck. Fucking Goldberg everywhere. I'm just gonna keep bonking him in the head everywhere. Every time I see him. Can I kill 50 Dark Power yet? Yes. Is there a reason to kill him? I don't know. But I will now do so. I bonked Goldberg, so he had to message me. I told him I'm saving him from Fippy, have no fear. See you getting in a Lesser Fate group.
Yeah. I'm at the
When you
Faith. I'm at the Spires. I'm trying to remember exactly how to get to Lesser Faith. Follow this wall.
getting lost over and over is part of fun.
It is.
When you get 15 or so close to it, you ought to come to this side of the world. Because that's where Ryan and I am. And we can all do, well, we'll probably be too high for bandits at that time. I don't know what we'll do.
Am I not on the south wall? No, I'm on the south wall. Did I take a wrong turn? I'm heading west. I've gone too far in this direction, I think.
Oh, finding the zone line in Lesser Fate is easy. It's close to Felwith.
Yeah, then I went the wrong way.
Yeah, you know how when you come out of Felwith, you just follow that wall on your left until you see the first turn in on the left. That's Lesser Fay.
Yeah, see, I know that, but I wasn't at Felwith. I hit that. I hit the south wall at the Spires.
Oh, you just kind of go a little bit southeast of there.
Yeah.
It's
See,
not
I
too
thought
far
it was
from
a
the
little bit.
spires.
I thought it was a little bit southwest of there. And then
Ah,
after running along the western, or after running along that wall for about, 2 minutes, I'm like, okay, wait a second, this isn't right.
yeah.
So I've never done any grouping in Lesser Fay. I've run through it a few times, but I've never done any grouping there.
There's some orc camps for sure. I just don't know what levels they are.
Well, a level 9 druid was like, hey, you want to join our orc camp? And I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
I too am level 9. I wonder what the zone experience modifier in Lesser Fay is. I've been invited to go farming there a couple of times, but I've always been like preoccupied or busy with stuff, like on Blue. Like I was invited a few times to go to Lesser Fay to farm, and I was like, sorry, I'm in the middle of porting people. Like I wasn't flagged as LFG, but you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
that's the problem with being in Dialport is that you can't flag yourself as LFG because you can't be anonymous and LFG at the same time. Well, maybe you can, but people wouldn't invite you to group that way. you know.
Mm-hmm. I'm not really sure that LFG really works anyway. Too
It
much.
does. If you do /who all LFG, it shows you everybody who's LFG.
Okay.
And if you do a level range like /who all LFG 9, like 12, it'll show you everybody who's between levels 9 and 12 who is LFG.
I'm just used to seeing like someone have LFG next to their name and they're in the zone with me and I spend like 4 hours leveling and the whole time they're there LFG and nothing ever happens. And that seems to be wherever I am.
It's because people think that LFG is all they need to do. I turn on LFG and then I advertise that I'm LFG, and occasionally I get tells asking if I want to go somewhere to do something. And
Yeah.
it's usually not in the same zone that I'm in. It's usually not in the zone that I'm in. It's usually somewhere else. Occasionally it's in the same zone I'm in.
Man, they got this whole floor cleared. These two magicians are pros for sure. They know what they're doing. Probably even more people in the zone now. No, it's actually less. Maybe just everyone is funneling into the places I want to be at. I don't know. I feel like just occasionally I manage to get a null. Ooh, I want the Jasper rings. Let's see, what is this person selling and do I have any money for it? Alright. I want the platinum jasmine. I'm not gonna buy that right now. We'll take this. Someone must have killed the brewer. I don't see him anymore. Surprised the brewer was yellow to me. I think my druid managed to kill it, but my druid was something like 14 at a time or 13. This character's only 9. I expected him to be still deep red to me. I suppose not, though. Yep, they killed it. They pull one. What's going on? Why is this one all up on my face for? I gotta say, this armor looks fancy, though. I look better than I am. Ooh, a fang. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I wish this character had a lull. Harmony or something. Limits me a lot. Also, having no kind of snare or root limits me a lot.
You should eventually get both of those things, or all three of those things, shouldn't you?
I can't remember, but I wouldn't be surprised if I do. It's just much later than the druid does, you know? Whereas I get Sao faster than the druid.
Yeah.
These mages are probably tired of seeing me pop my head up here. I suppose I can ask them if they want. They probably don't, but... if they want me in a group or not. They work so well together, they probably don't need another person. Ah, they're about to head out. Maybe I'll be able to pull some spawns up here then. If they head out. I don't know if I can hold this spot solo. Alright, I got this spot now, but that means nothing because I don't know if I can hold this spot. There's so many things that pop around here, and a lot of them are like blue, but they're in groups. Shaman aren't really equipped at this point in time to handle groups. And then there's a few yellows that pop too, but I think those are in a different room. They said they were experiencing a lot of competition from higher levels. I haven't seen anyone else around up here though, but they may be in those other rooms. I think if these spawns here are broken already, I'll be able to do it. Especially now that I have a better dot. Because we have like 2 spawns right here. We have 1 right here and 2 over there. For instance, this one. I hate that he opens the door when you pull him. I always think that more are gonna come. I'm just not a fast killer right now. So I run the risk of like Not killing them fast enough to keep the camp broken. You know, I'm trying to compete with what 2 mages with pets were able to do before, you know? But I'm good. These things, this dude's green. He'll probably still give me experience, though. I think he's on the higher end of green. Yeah. Alright, so... Wow. I don't think anybody killed this that recently. I think there's one that spawns underneath this bridge. There's this room over... I keep falling there. There's this room over here. Yeah, I cannot take that because of this dude. He's red. These two are blue, but there's just no way. I don't have any kind of lull. Oh, there's the knoll that's under the bridge. Come up here. When you're dealing with this kind of terrain, there's so many bugs. He's gonna like glitch through walls. Hopefully he doesn't like bring a crowd. Because it's not party time. I guess though that the pathing bugs and stuff in this game are kind of charming. It's just as we remember, I'm all janky. I don't like to leave bodies down there. Rusty axe sucks. That's one. That and the rapiers are the only things I actually destroy, like weapon-wise. The rest of them I sell for a few gold. I'm already here, buddy. You can have the other room. He's gonna sit and try to like share the camp or something. Which is fine if he wants to group. But I don't plan to give up this spot anytime right now. I'm doing okay level-wise, experience-wise. Could be faster. And there's the commander and stuff, so we're not messing with that. If it gets hectic, I can get group with him, maybe. Right now, I'm hesitant to say come on down because nothing's popping. But if we get it to the point where it's like there's multiple pops I can't handle, I'll get him to come down. Maybe. I mean, Monk and Shaman are great anyway. These other 2 pops aren't happening yet, and these pops, I didn't remember them being this slow. Oh, hi. I forgot there's one that spawns right here on the bridge. In this case, he's green, but sometimes he'll spawn a blue there. Hopefully it doesn't happen when I'm in the middle of fighting something. On the plus side, I do have Spirit of Wolf now, so if I have to run from something, I stand a slightly better chance. Just slightly. I apologize that my friend's microphone picks up his typing. All my friends have condenser mics that pick up the whole room. I've never really understood it because I have a mic that I don't have to have a headset on, and it doesn't pick up the whole room, and it costs cheaper than theirs by like half the price probably. Wee. True, that room got even crazier. There's 4 mobs in there now. I'm pretty sure I can't do anything in this room. Oh, then there's also someone in there. Oh yeah, that dude. The one who's been wanting skin for a long time, but I haven't seen any skin. I wonder if he's opened a door and pulled through here a few times. Not when I've been here, but when the mages were here. Only 8 others in here. Oh, he's level 22? The one I just saw. I guess he's camping the commander and stuff. Okay, this is crazy slow. This spawn rate. I don't like having full mana this long. I get antsy. Some of these, like these, haven't spawned the entire time I've been here. And that's really crazy, because I was here this morning, my friend and I guess I can kill a snake, but I'd rather just save my mana for when a gnolls spawn. But yeah, my friend and I were here earlier, and they were spawning kinda too fast for us to handle it. And I'm the same level I was earlier, and that's so... I don't know. I don't know what's going on. You can see how antsy I am. I'm like running across the bridge. Come on. You can do it. At least there's no trains. It's rather quiet. That's always a good thing. Because earlier, there were constant trains. Almost died from one. Almost. I would like to get to level 11 and then bounce out of here. And go turn in all the fangs. I don't think I'm getting level 11 tonight though. Because this is too slow. Hi. Come over to my bridge area. We shall have a tussle. Don't stun me. That's not nice.
this is kind of nice. Experience is a little slow, but chatting along in the group, getting there's not like anybody here to hassle us, you know.
That's cool.
Um,
I have this camp finally to myself, but nothing's spawning really. Which is bizarre, because I was here earlier at Ryan and everything was spawning too fast for us to handle. It's like, what's going on? Why are the spawn rates different suddenly? There was a dude looking for a group, and I was like, ah, it'd be kind of cool to group with someone. He's my level. He's a monk. We'll be a good team. But then there's no point in inviting them because there's no mobs up here. I really only need them if it starts to get a little bit too much for me to handle. Uh-oh. What you doing, people? Why you up at my grill for? Although I guess I can't criticize them because when the magicians were up here, I kept running past them constantly. Now I got people doing it to me occasionally. How dare you do what I did? Come here, no. Allow me to kill you. Give me all your fangs. Tell me, what magical properties exist so that you have a whole row of fangs in your mouth, but only one of them falls out? Come on, dudes. Why's the level 22 gotta come down here and kill my mobs? That's not cool. That's not cool at all. I think they're roaming the zone and basically killing everything. Making it where no one else can really be here. I think that's why the dual mages pieced out.
why do people do stuff like that?
Opportunist. And not enough empathy or respect for others. The game's a grind, and if they can make the grind a little more tolerable and faster by just stepping on some toes, I don't think they have a problem with it. Whereas the rest of us do, which makes us the perfect ones to be trampled on, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, what's a level 22 doing killing your mobs? Like, they can't.
I don't even know. He's been shouting for a while in, not shouting, he's been OOC for a while, asking for like a Knoll skin. Maybe that's something that can drop from any Knoll and he's just mass slaughtering, trying to get it. Which was earlier I was thinking, I've seen one of those before, I don't have any on me now, but if it drops, I'll give it to him. You know, he was willing to buy it, and I was like, in my head, I'm thinking to myself, I'll just give it to him if I get it, because I'm not really worried about the money. But now that he's like taking the mobs and stuff, dude.
No pelts?
No, not a pelt. It's a skin. Now I kind of want to be like, how much you willing to pay? Double it. Not gonna do that, but I feel like that's a white. Maybe I can take it. These are my last words. This is gonna suck. Where'd he go? Oh, man. Why is he down there? Fucking pathing issues. No, don't hit me from down there. You come up here and fight like a gnoll. Wow. I'm gonna regret this. I'm definitely gonna regret this. I don't think I'm supposed to be fighting whites. It's just close enough that I feel like I might be able to kill him. I probably can't. But it feels like I might be able to. Oh, I need to actually cast my healing on myself. Who's over there? Nope. I don't think I got this. I'm injured, so I'm slow, but I have Spirit of Wolf, so I'm fast. So however that evens out, I'm able to get away from him. I almost murderated myself by falling in the water. But I didn't. I do think probably the bad pathing in this place saved my life just now, though. Why don't I see it? My dot is called Tainted Breath. So whenever it says your Tainted Breath spell's worn off, like the song Tainted Love gets stuck in my head.
Tainted love. Wah, wah.
Yeah. Sounded like a goose. Wonk wonk. I don't know if this mob is coming after me or not. So I'm just medding on the top, and if I see it coming, here it is. Am I better equipped to deal with it now? I don't think I am. Maybe I am. Oh. Oh man, are they gonna let me die? Yep. Oh man. I died.
How close was it?
One hit maybe and it would have been dead.
How much mana did you have when you died?
Nothing.
Well, at least you know you didn't, like, lose a fight you could have won.
Well, there were
That's
other
all.
people helping, but I don't think they were helping. I think they were trying to kill it for themselves. Like, because they started hitting it before they realized the mob was on me. I'm starting to have, how do I say this? The first few days of the server launch, I felt like the populace was, like, problematic. Not because every place was camped, because it was server launch and that's normal, but because, like, the worst breed of people were out and about, you know?
Yeah.
And then, suddenly, probably around the time my druid was doing the, West Corona camps, bandit camps, it seemed like, it seemed like, people were better. Like, I was with a lot of friendly people in groups and stuff like that. But since I've been playing my alts and I switched away from my druid, every single day I'm seeing nothing but bad stuff again for the most part. We did have that nice pally earlier. I've had a couple people buff me, but for the most part, I've had people stealing my kills, deliberately training me, and deliberately training Ryan. And I feel like I'm seeing the bad of people again. And I'm not saying the people that that were just there included in that, because maybe none of them could heal or anything. But I don't know. I just feel like I'm having a bad experience again.
Well, I think what it is when you try to go into, I don't think it's the. I mean, I agree that it's the people, right? But I think that those people are congregating in zones like Crushbone and Blackburrow and
Yeah.
probably Mistmoor and Befallen, because they're trying to, they're trying to rush through the low levels and they don't care about actually enjoying the game or whatever. So I feel like, if you're doing other things, like if you're not trying to go to one of those super popular, super efficient zones, then you're going to run into better people. And West Corona is definitely one of those. It's not a super efficient zone, right? Like
Yeah.
you said it yourself, the bandits are not, you don't fight the bandits to get experience. You fight the bandits to get money.
No, I agree with all that. I think that's right on the money. I could have
Like you
survived here because I was next to the zone and I could have zoned. But it kept looking like... I don't know. I've never played a game before where you miss so often. Like, it'll have a sliver of health, and I've had it before where I'm at half health and it has a sliver, and I miss so many times. Why am I healing myself? I miss so many times that I die. Like, it took off a whole half of my health bar, 50% of my health, before I managed to take a sliver off of it. Because miss.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you serious? I can't even hit it once
Well,
in like a minute?
That's because of the skill caps.
It gets crazy with that.
Yeah, because your defense skills, everybody's defense skills, raise at 5 per level, right? Including the mobs. It's your level plus 1 times 5. That's what your defense skill cap is. Um, uh, and everybody levels up that fast. Now, different classes and different classes of mobs will have that. They'll have cap at different amounts, right? But um, it's always your level plus 1 times 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your whether you The way you determine to hit something or not. That is a mummy. Is that red? No, it's yellow. We can take it. Maybe. Okay, what's first? That Orc Centurion needs to not be in the tree. There we go.
I wonder if I would have survived if with the last bit of my mana, instead of healing myself, I used Drowsy on him. I don't use Drowsy too much because I don't really notice much of a difference.
Yeah.
I know there is a difference, but I feel like when I'm just face tanking something, it doesn't do a big enough. It doesn't have a big enough impact for me. It'd be something I'd be using all the time if I was in a group and it was a tank. I'd be slowing down the main target. So now I got plenty of mobs to pull. Uh-oh. I'm about to have plenty more in a moment. If I don't kill this thing fast. Uh-oh. Whew. That could have been a lot worse. I do want this one over here, though. Are you gonna patrol over here? Please don't patrol over here. Please don't patrol over here, you jerk. Oh man, the pathing sucks so bad. So now we're gonna play a game as 1 or 2 enemies coming at me right now. Looks like it's just the one. Have you noticed if you pull an enemy in an area with bad pathing, they continue to hit you from a distance the entire time? Like punch you?
I've seen that before, yeah.
That happens a lot in this zone. Where does this patrolling Noel go? I think he only stays up. I need to med for a little bit. Nope, this whole group is coming in now to take the spot I was at. That's fun. I'm gonna go sit up here too to let them wonder what's going on. I could probably take that patrolling. Nope, I guess he's taking the patrolling. Oh, he missed one for me.
Is Shaman a good duo?
I don't know. They might be. I mean, they would have dual pets and stuff eventually. One could focus on slowing the enemy while the other one focuses, I guess, on speeding up themselves.
And the pets. I didn't know
Yeah.
Shaman got a pet.
At 34. Yeah, someone in chat, Ashen, says, I don't know if you can double up on the dots. That might be true. I've never heard of people rolling double shamans or anything. So who knows? Whereas you see multiple, yeah, you'll see shaman paired with just about everything. Because they call them like the best duo partner for everybody. Yeah, I was playing Druid. I've done a lot of switching between alts, like a whole lot lately, like a crazy person, instead of just focusing on my Druid. My friend has a a monk And I really want to get this Shaman up to his level so we can duo, because how great Monk and Shamans are together, and because Shaman was my main back on live. So I thought, oh, I'll focus on the Shaman for a little while. But I still want to play, I still consider the Druid to be my main. Oh yeah, I love the slow. I just haven't seen, with this first one, Drowsy, I just haven't seen huge impact from it. Could just be me though, you know, just not noticing. But I've face tanked a few battles with the enemy Drowsied. Yeah, Drowsy sucks. And I face tanked some battles without anything, and it seemed to be about the same. Yeah. On blue, I have a 34 or 35, something like that, Shaman. And things were getting real good with that one. That's when I got the wolf and stuff. I can't remember what level I got to on live with the Shaman. Probably somewhere in the 40s, maybe 50. Oh yeah. I'm not real thrilled with a Shaman until 34. Then I start having fun with it. I feel like for me personally, and I know it's probably different if you group the entire time, but for me personally, Shaman are a little underwhelming when I play as them prior to 34, and then they become like the best, you know? Like Enchanters and Shaman are like the best, I feel like, at that point. Man, I don't know if I should stay on this bridge. Because now it's going to take forever for anything to spawn. And they're all here. The last time it took almost 20 minutes. Oh yeah, I think that's what it is. Yep. You had, trying to think what you were playing. You weren't a cleric, were you? I don't think you were a cleric. You were a... I don't know why I can't remember, a necro or something when I saw you in Misty. On Ashton. Channer? See, that was the first thought I had. I honestly first thought Channer, but then I thought, no, I don't remember seeing the pet. And so I started second guessing myself. You still playing that one as your main? You made him after the shut-off date for moving to Teal? How are you liking Teal? Because I heard that I heard that most of things are about the same on teal as they are on green, except for the higher levels they said are worse on teal. Like I was reading GMs and stuff talking on the forums and saying things like the whole list thing's out of control on teal. Yeah. I'm sure these places like Blackburrow and Crushbone are still overly camped. The populations aren't that drastically different on green or teal. I think maybe green has on average 400 more people, which is a hefty amount, I guess. Yeah, I'm not going to do the list stuff either. There's really nothing in the game I want enough to camp. Because when games start feeling like jobs, I'm not interested. I mean, I have enough just grinding stuff. That at least I can convince myself it's fun to an extent. But that list stuff, nah, not so much. And I'm glad this whole area opened up. I mean, I can actually pull things now. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure we can't transfer to teal anymore. We would have to create new characters. So I'm probably going to stay on green, which I'm fine with that. I kind of miss my blue characters a lot. But blue's a ghost town now. Well, rating was bad on here on green, of course, like you're saying, but my logic, and I have no idea if I was right, but I've read some things to say that I might have been, is you had the hardcore players, you know, the ones that were just stepping on everyone's toes, and they're only caring about being the best and the first to get all the achievements and everything. And then teal comes out. And I feel like that sort of thing appeals to them. What? I get a second chance to be the first? And so I think most of the bad people that I was having problems with on green, or seeing, I wasn't really having personal problems with any of them, but I was seeing a lot of bad people on green. I'm fairly certain a whole ton of them hopped right over to teal. I don't know if I'm right, but we still got SEAL Team. No, I agree. We still got SEAL Team. Teal team. They got in my way a lot in Runny Eye. They were nice about it once we started telling them to stop training us. Is it really Aftermath? Aftermath was a mess on blue. At least Aftermath is a better name than SEAL Team. Yeah, I mean, that's not surprising.
Alright.
This guy right here, he's nice enough, but he's going through the whole zone trying to take everything. It doesn't matter if you're in a spot or not. That's what I see so far anyway. He's level 22. Oh yeah, I know. Ah, shit. Here I am drinking a Dr. Pepper. I sure hope they don't come back and bite me in the ass. You know what I do when this happens? This huge fucking train? I go sit over here. And there's a lot of fucking mobs around right now. Trains don't come over here. I might have something hit me from behind any moment now, but it won't be a train. But I know what you mean. I favor the same classes. Like I love priest classes and casters, and so even though I played them all on blue, I'm playing the same kind of classes on green. I don't know how crazy that is. So I'm doing, not only am I grinding just like I've grinded before, but I'm doing it with the same classes. So I'm experiencing the same things over again. Now I'm not unhappy. I'm not experiencing a lack of enjoyment about it. You know, I'm actually still having fun. It could be better if I didn't pick all the same people. Does he really want to get out of BB, but he doesn't know how? Uh-oh, train's coming back. Dude, you picked the wrong time to get my attention. I'm the same as you. I don't really play melee that much. How'd that guy get in here, but he doesn't know how to get out? Yeah, Shaman's super popular. Stew meat. I think that's a great name for a dwarf. Yeah, Shamans are a very popular class, but then again, when I was a druid, everyone was a druid. So, I feel like there's not a lot of classes I can be that there's not a lot of, because I like the classes that are like jack of all trades and stuff, and a lot of versatility, and that appeals to everyone. I do want to get my enchanter up eventually. My friends tend to be located on entirely different continents and stuff, so we're not always able to get together. He's yellow. I guess I'll kill his green. Well, the fact that he ran up to me means he's going to give me experience, so that's a good thing. I like gnolls that give me experience. You mean the charm killing and stuff? Yeah, that's kind of a mess. It's a lot to keep an eye on. I've done some of that with my druid on blue. They're both holding arrows. Looks like they're holding matches, and they are arsonists that want to start a fire somewhere. Mm-hmm. He just let his pet kill it over and over? Things? So that would have taken a chunk of his experience every kill, but I guess he's able to kill faster and he makes up for it or something? I gotta say, I was streaming, I took turns streaming all my alt characters. And, just to level 4, each one of them. I know it's barely anything, but my enchanter felt pretty invulnerable. Like, of all my classes, I brought my enchanter to Blackburrow, and I went in front of Kaladin, and I stood on a hill, and I just casted spells at everything around me, and had my pet smack them and kill them every time they touched me. And I'm the whole time I'm doing it, I'm like, man, it's like I'm invincible. Train to zone. Who's bringing a train to zone? Yeah, 18 hour. That's the thing. I feel like the people that hit the achievements first weren't individuals. I feel like it was like account sharing. It was like groups of friends or guilds. And whenever one person was going to bed, another person would log in and be on that character. Yeah, I don't have a lot of insider knowledge or anything. I'll just take guesses or read things on the forums, and I don't know if what I'm reading is true either. I can't do the 18 hours a day. First of all, I have a job. So it's literally impossible for me to do what they're doing unless I don't sleep ever. And that's just not happening. And I love the game, don't get me wrong, I really love the game. But I don't love it that much. Do not love this game enough to play that many hours straight. Ooh, fuck that. Is that a split paw? Am I fucking stuck again? Oh my gosh. Split paw commander. I didn't know he was in here. I fought a commander earlier, but it wasn't a split paw. I fought some sort of, with Ryan earlier, I fought a Knoll commander or something, but now I see a split paw commander walking past. He must be like an ambassador.
Actually, I think there is a mob in Blackburrow whose name starts with Ambassador.
I definitely know there is in Crushbone.
Yeah, it's a dark elf. I think there's a white knoll that has the name Ambassador. So the split paw might be like like a guard or something, you know.
That's a commander. I think he's top dog. That's also kind of crazy to me. Taking off a week of work to grind. Phew. I don't know. I can't say I wouldn't be willing to take off a day or something for a release of a game I was very highly anticipating, but I don't know. Like if a movie or a video game was coming out that I had been waiting on for like months or years and I had like high faith that it was going to be awesome, I might take the day off work to do it. I haven't done it before, I don't think, not that I recall. But I can see it, sure. But take off a whole week to grind the crap out of an MMO from you know, from what, 11 years ago? I mean, not 11 years ago, 20 years ago? That's kind of not in the realm of possibilities for me. I mean, then again, when EQ was live, you had people dying or killing their children through neglect because of their addictions to EverQuest. I know. Where the hell did you come from? Are you like part of a train and you're just really slow? You like a late bloomer? You like that member of the group that everyone makes fun of? What's the yellow guardsman gonna be coming up here for now? What a jerk. No, don't come this way. Oh, this is about to get real. This is about to get real. Oh, yay. Well, I mean, maybe not yay for him. I don't know if he wanted that or not. But yay is then I don't have to deal with it. He's a 9 shaman. Oh, is he gating? Is he like, peace out? Fuck this. Dude, I will help you if I have to. If your health drops low, I'm gonna heal you. Then I'm gonna run my ass to the zone real fast. Oh, he made it. Just out of curiosity, where did he go? I'll see in a moment. If he just gated only to like a short distance away, that's cool, but...
What's up?
Hey, John. What's up?
Just playing Pokemon.
Oh, nice.
Might have to meet them for now. Well, most of these things are a little too low level for me, but at least I have things I can kill. Is that the... Nope, that's a regular guard. A regular gnoll, I mean. Let me see, can I take him also? See, I'm feeling a little more powerful. I'm able to take 2 things at once, kinda. It's not too shabby. Who's this dude and why is he coming at me? Was this a train I attacked? What is happening? Alright, well I guess I'm taking 3 then. I don't feel like Shaman's that strong early on though. I feel like Necros are stronger. It might be more boring, but you have your pet and you have a lot of utility spells. I don't have a snare yet. I don't have a lull. I don't have a root. I do have Spirit of Wolf at least, and I get it a little earlier than Druids. I don't know what happened there. I attacked a gnoll. She came and looked at me. Did I accidentally pull their gnoll? I didn't think so. He wasn't in combat. I don't know what's happening. And then this other gnoll came and ran at me. Why'd that happen? I'm lost at the moment. You need to die. Yeah, I can see that. They can maybe help someone locate a corpse. I can't think of much else. They can heal people with their own health, right? My friend saved my life earlier. Well, helped save my life earlier by giving me his health. I probably need to go sell soon. Oh yeah, I feel like priests are just able to help way more than casters in general, except for maybe Enchanter. Enchanter can do a lot. But I feel like the wizard, the necro, the magician can't help people too much. Magician can summon stuff. Food, water, bandages. Shaman can do that in a much lower quantity. I think druids also. Yeah, shaman's the one to be if you wanna help others. Necro is more of a solo, and it's almost like you could tell they were made that way, like just their appearance, the lore behind it. In general, necros are just like I keep to myself, you know. I hang out in graveyards, kind of thing going on. Yeah, that's definitely one of the things they had going for them. You know, you had your jack of all classes, jack of all trades, but they were definitely masters of none, and they handled that well. Whereas most other MMOs, every class you pick can solo well, every class you pick can heal themselves to some extent. Every class is not unique. That's why I was so excited about Pantheon, because I was like, oh, this is going to be the true spirit successor, because EverQuest 2 fell flat. Vanguard got released in a hurry without being finished, and so that fell a little flat. And so I was like, Pantheon will be the one, won't it? It will. And now Brad McQuaid passed away. So I don't know. I mean, the rest of the team was working hard. It could be that it's going to be awesome, but I don't know. I'm hoping for the best. What is with Null Skin? This is the second person wanting Null Skin. What is that for? Let's look it up. Monk headband, maybe? Or rogue weapon, maybe? I don't know. Pantheon's been in development probably 2014 was its announcement, or Kickstarter, I mean. So it's been kickstarted 5 years ago, since 5 years ago, but I don't know how fast they started the development. Yeah. It's a very small team, crowdfunded, and they're making a very large MMO with a whole lot of complexity and ideas. That said, I feel like they're going to release faster than Star Citizen. Of course, now everything's up in the air, up in the air, you know. Yeah, I think they're close to. Oh, hello, thing that popped right on my face. I think they're getting pretty close to, or they're on alpha stage, I'll say. I've seen some gameplay videos. If you really want to get a good look at Pantheon, Twitch streamer Co Carnage. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he streams and he talks to developers, and usually they're in Discord with him. You're looking for an instanced system, like most MMOs have now? I have mixed feelings about it. I love it being open world and stuff. I don't care for a lot of instance stuff, but at the same time, I also don't like fighting over camps, like you said. So, I don't know. I feel like there's gotta be another solution I don't know about, and whatever it is what I want. Whatever that means. You mean like it's gonna get worse in 10 more levels? In like level 20? Yeah, I understand. That's why my main is a druid. I just plan on bypassing as much as I can other people. I know that's stupid, or it sounds kind of silly for a massive multiplayer online RPG, but I'm really thinking that solo is the way to go a lot of times for me, because I know my tolerances and stuff. Might have to gate to the city and sell. Oh, hi. Hello, new friend. Please let me poison you. Thank you. Yeah. I'm like I'm lagging behind, you know? I feel like the real tryhards are in their 40s and 50 now. And I feel like the main crowd is probably late 20s, early 30s now. And then you have those lagging behind like me. So maybe when I get up there, it won't be so bad. I don't know. Maybe. I don't disagree. I know my desire for Pantheon comes from me wanting to relive the wonder I experienced in high school playing EQ, but with modern graphics and quality of life improvements. And I'm not talking about in the way that current EverQuest Live functions, or World of Warcraft, or anything like that. I think now is probably a good time for me to go back to the city, because I don't see mobs anywhere. I do need to sell. Yeah, if I knew the right answer to all of the problems that happen in MMOs, I would be a developer. I would be rich. You know how life has a whole bunch of problems that no one can agree with on a solution for? And MMOs are meant to reflect that a little bit. And I'm closing in on half a level already. That's actually not a whole lot for 2.5 hours. I'm leveling very slowly right now, but I did get quite a few fangs. Actually, I didn't get that many fangs either. I don't know. There's too many people in Blackburrow right now. Captain Planet, he's our hero. Gonna knock mob camping down to 0. I don't know. 1 level a day is better than I usually get. However, I did manage on this Shaman 3 levels. I managed 1 level yesterday and 3 levels the day before. What do you mean, how am I bound here? I walked over to someone one point and said, hey, could you bind me in this city, please? I would appreciate it. And they're like, okay. Yeah, I don't think I have, I don't know what level I get bind at. I just knew I wasn't going to run from Halas. That's nonsense. That's too far through the snow. Dodging Vengeful every time. It does mean I have to run back to the city whenever I need new spells or something. So that kind of sucks, but... yeah, Vengeful. I've only been killed 1 time from Vengeful. I got attacked earlier today by one and I had to run them to the guards. Alright, I think I got everything out of the bags. Man. This area is going to be rough on me once I turn in my Gnoll Fangs. Because they're going to have that Shadow Knight that harm touches me in the face. Hey look, it's this guy again. He was in Blackburrow killing everything. I'm really torn on what I want to do because I have something like 130 Gnoll Fangs and I could probably turn them in right now and be like level 12 or something. And also be KOS to part of the city. I see this guy a lot. Or I can wait until I no longer gain anything from Blackburrow. Like everything's too green, and then turn them in and probably get the best bang for my buck. But that only works out if I can actually find things to kill in Blackburrow, and it's getting increasingly harder and harder to do that with how many people are in there. Then again, I'm also looking at this from the point of view of my experience today, and it is a weekend, so it's probably not reflective of every day's experience, so I don't know. Since you play a Channer and stuff, I'm sure you know that down there in the sewers, it's pretty easy to get a +3, what is it, earring? +3 intelligence? I wish it was wisdom for my own sake, but it's not. I don't have a lot of intelligence-based characters. Oh yeah? I'll show you. I'm fucking lost. Where was I? I mean, I don't know if you're probably in jewelry crafting or something, but right here in the city, like right where the bank is, you just drop in the water and you go in here. And it'll zone you. It's relatively fast. It's one of the fastest spawns in the game. Now, the mob you need won't be necessarily fast, but the placeholders. Then you come up here, and it is right here where these people are. See that Cubert they just killed? Cubert's corpse. You basically stay against this wall. Yeah, you stay against this wall and you keep killing whatever spawns right here. Over and over until Cubert. Cubert has a chance to drop a dress, and it's a pretty high chance. And then you take the dress, where the fuck is the way out? You take the dress outside the zone and give it to that dude. It's his daughter's dress. And he gives you a ring. Or an earring. I don't know which one it is, I forget. Man, I always get turned around. Where's the damn exit? It's worth it because it's super easy to do. And it's probably good at my level. I feel like that's it right there. Yeah, it is. I just couldn't see it for some reason. It's good at my level too because most of the placeholder mobs actually give me experience at this level. I'm just not doing it. You saw there are like 3 people down there camping it, but that's not always the case. Sometimes you go down there and there's no one, and you can hold a camp for a long time. But I want to say, I said it's the fastest spawn I've ever seen probably in a game. Is the placeholders. They spawn about like once every 20 seconds or something. It's crazy how fast it happens. Drip up. Anyway, the dress turns into this dude. I'm back in the water. Dress turns into this dude, Zamel, right here. Aqueducts. Yeah, his daughter went in there and befriended those little slime dudes, and Cubert like ate her. It's very sad, and the dress is on Cubert. It's basically like gelatin, except you don't eat it; it eats you. Reminds me of like the old horror movies, the Blob. That was weird. As a kid who played like Play-Doh, it was kind of interesting for there to be like a horror villain that was like a big chunk of Play-Doh that just kind of moved slowly through the city and everyone ran very slowly, screaming in its direction. It's not a person from Black. So all the people I saw in Blackburrow. I don't know if he needs help or not. I'm gonna assume he's AFK. You got it? Okay, he's got it. All the people I saw in Blackburrow that were running around taking every mob, I now see near the city. So maybe if I go back, I'll have some mobs to kill. It's not that far of a run either. With Spirit of Wolf, it's nice. There's dead bodies everywhere too. This guy dies a lot. That has to be intentional. His body's littered all over the place. Huh. My friend got out the game? Maybe he's getting ready for bed soonish. I guess I can hop back on Discord and see what's going on. Nah, my Spirit Wolf's wearing out. Nope, he's in the game. He's just completely in a different part of the world as me. Yeah, it's really old school. It's meant to take forever because it was subscription based, and they want you to subscribe forever and pay money. I like that it's slow, but I mean I like it that it's slower than modern MMOs, but I wish it wasn't this slow. But every now and then, P99 will have a like, I don't know, a holiday weekend or experience weekend where they boost the rates, and I feel like if there's a time to grind, that would be it. Even though I'm not fond of grinding. I don't know when they're going to have one next. I'm assuming maybe Thanksgiving or Christmas or something. I don't even know if they do it on holidays or if it's just anniversaries or... I'm actually going to look up right now real quick. I think this is probably a safe place to med, right? I'm going to look up right now if there's going to have any experience boost weekend soon. Usually they announce it on the forums.
Ugh.
That's sort of a friend on Discord. Let's see. News and announcements, maybe?
School out all week or partial?
Yeah. All week.
I don't see any announcements for it. That sucks.
I died. Now I have to do a corpse run.
Don't die. That's not nice.
Well, too late. He done did.
Oh, well.
You could have prevented this.
Not really. I
No,
was
no.
sitting
I
to
want
med,
him to feel guilt.
and somebody, our puller accidentally pulled the level 18 mob in the camp. Like everything else in the camp is like level 8 to level I think
He's
10.
mostly focusing on Wizard
But
now. He still plays the
one
cleric, though.
mob is level 18, and the puller accidentally pulled it. And since I was sitting down, he came over and
Bonked
bashed
him on
me,
the head.
which stunned me. And well, no, see, I didn't die right there because bash doesn't do a lot of damage, but it stuns you, stops you from being able to move. So he bashed me.
That's
And
funny because he
everybody else
likes
was
the
like,
rogue
"Oh,
also.
crap," and ran away at breakneck speed because we
He's
had
just like that. He likes those
bard who
classes.
had basically
I have an
like
alt
a point
wizard, but
blank
I don't know if I
area
like it yet or
effect
not.
movement speed buff that everybody around him gets. And so they all ran away, and I was stunned. And so the big bad guy went chasing after them, but I was only moving at his speed. So when they zoned to drop aggro, I was the only thing left, and he turned around and just punched me, and I died.
So, I think you have two things to do here. You already know one of them.
Run back to my corpse.
That's one. You know what the other is?
Loot my body.
No, that's not important at all. You don't need stuff. No, it's to make the puller feel as bad as possible.
Ooh, I almost
I would
failed.
recommend sending that man a link, man or woman, a link of the "You have fucked up."
No, I agree. You sit in med a long
It's one of
time
my favorite goats.
on a wizard. That's why you need an enchanter friend. Or a bard or something. I think that's part of the appeal for some people, though. It's like the lazy class. In a group, people don't even expect you to do much because if you use your greatest strength too early, you get too much aggro. So they expect you to only sit up once towards the end of battle and cast. So it's like the laziest class. That guy asked me if I was good. I didn't even see that. Yeah, I'm good. These are all scrawny, so I can take on a lot of these. Yeah. Their sustained damage is pretty terrible. Their burst damage is great. But burst damage isn't enough to solo unless you're quadding. I mean, they're there to finish off the mob at the end of the battle. That's what I feel like a wizard's role is.
I just memorize my spells really quick.
Yeah, I have a low-level mage.
Do what now?
I like mage better than wizard.
Your spells take time to memorize, like to put on your hotbar. Like you can't just like drag them and put them there. Like you actually have to sit down and memorize, like choose
Yeah, I
what
like
spells
mage.
you're going to be able to
I
cast.
don't like that you have to
And,
research the pets and the
lower level the
pages
spell
are
is, the
almost
faster
impossible
it
to
is
come by
memorize.
on this server.
And my bar is primarily made up.
Oh yeah, I took a screenshot of the old classic Stone UI and I put it as my overlay on the sides here on the stream, and then I captured individually all of my UI elements, my health bar and everything, my spells and everything, and I added on top to make it look like it used to, because I too love it and miss it and wish that you could use it in green and teal, but you can't. So thanks, Heaven. It's awesome. Took me a lot more time than I thought to get it working. And yeah, Gray, that's totally the problem with mages right now. We gotta wait till they change that. I wouldn't mind it requiring research if the pages weren't nearly impossible. It's like someone on the forums did a survey and tried to gauge how often page drops are, because you know all classes, all caster classes need to do some research, and mages had almost like less than a 1% drop rate for their research stuff, and it was just like by the time you get the crap you need to get your pets, you're now out leveled them and you need the new stuff, the new pets. So thanks for the follow, Heaven. I really appreciate it. I haven't perfected the way the UI looks, but I've done the best I can with what I have, you know? I can't get everything perfect. I tried so hard, but it looks good. I was trying to check the forums to see if they were going to have any kind of like experience bonus for like the holidays or anything, but I haven't seen any announcements. I was just curious. I know they do it occasionally, but I don't know what makes them do it, you know?
Yeah.
Whimsy.
Yeah. They wait until a fan base is good and pissed, and then they're like, hey guys, we're going to have an experience bonus weekend.
Exactly. Oh, we did this thing or something happened. You didn't like it last maintenance.
I remember... Oh, gosh. I remember sometime following the real money transaction scandal stuff going on here, where people were spending real money in-game, and somehow like a GM was involved or something. I don't know all the details, but not too long after that, it was like experience bonus weekend. I was like, I wonder if that's a coincidence or if they're trying to appease the masses that are starting to, you know, have trust issues with the staff.
Step 1, make everyone's life easier. Goodwill attained.
Yeah.
Hell, even Dragon Quest Heroes has. I didn't even notice it because I almost always played it offline. Got online with it the other day, and It's Wednesdays. That means more metal slimes will spawn. It's like that. Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, great. That kind of reflects real life, huh? Like corporations and politicians and the elite and the wealthy. It's like anything in life, you know? Some people are just like, it doesn't really benefit us for this to happen. Like, take for instance this, right? You know, I work in a place where sometimes it can get a little cold. I love the cold, but not everyone I work with likes the cold. So when they want to put on a little heat, if it's a little heat and it's reasonable, I don't mind at all. Because even though it benefits me not to have it on, I realize that I'm not the most important person on the planet.
In order, I'll probably get back onto WOTOR again.
So I feel like everybody, if everybody thought what's best for everyone and didn't put themselves first, the world would be a better place. The same goes for the game.
You should, if you're interested in playing SWOTR, you need to do it before too long, because the original contract that BioWare signed with Lucasfilms or whatever it was to make the game expires in 2020.
Oh.
Either 2020 or 2021. So it's possible.
I'm looking that up right now.
It's possible that Disney may not want to re-up that.
My understanding is there's enough whales in the game that they're making a plenty of money. Plus, Disney actually decided to include that as considered still canon. So maybe that's a good sign.
Really? I thought it was 100% legend still.
Am I wrong?
Every video game before like the Disney purchase put into Legends. So like Knights of the Old Republic was sure still Legends. So I would have thought that meant the sequels to that would be as well. Let me see.
I would have to refresh my memory on it.
2023 when the license expires.
Well, somebody on something I was reading said it was 2020 or 2021. They may have been mistaken, though.
I wanted teal.
Well, they literally just came out with a new add-on.
I wanted teal
the level cap, like,
for the launch, but I wanted it to remerge fairly quickly if things settle down.
Yeah, see that.
I don't know if that was the best opinion to have because we never know what's going to happen, but...
Yeah, it's 2023. Like, I found an old thing.
I don't mind it how it is now. I wish it was more even.
So 2023 is when somebody new can make a Star Wars MMO, and that fits perfectly for probably one more DLC.
But yeah, I don't like the guilds monopolizing everything at all.
Yeah.
Even though I don't raid or anything, I don't like it because the effects of it trickle down.
Then I'm happy. But I've waited too long to play the night one. That's supposed to be like the OG feel. And I do have to say, Double Saber Sentinel is pretty fun. Just got to take a break from it here and there.
It seems like at some point they made it canon again, Old Republic and stuff era, because of something they wanted to add into Star Wars Rebels. I'm reading an article on it, and it's like at first it was made Legends, and then they made it canon again. So I don't know what the current... Actually, let me see.
Link me that. That's a cool read.
It's from 2013. Let me see. This was the one I just looked at. So that's very dated. I see.
Hearts became canon in Rebel Season 2.
And they said they had some things in like the Solo movie and stuff that had things that from Old Republic era. That doesn't mean it's canon, but that means that they like the ideas at least.
I mean, taking some of the ideas and pushing them over is fine. Just how much will Disney adjust?
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on my Gray Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Does the new Star Wars film come out this Christmas?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. My buddy's already bought IMAX tickets for the midnight show.
Are the tickets already on sale?
In Georgia, at least.
Well, shit. I need to check.
I don't. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I'm going to wait. I'm going to go to the Sunday morning show. Because nobody goes to the Sunday morning shows. Those are the best shows.
Yeah.
So they took one of the planet, Malachor, but what Solo take?
Let me see what it said.
The only other thing from them I know is they took something from a very, very terrible Star Wars fight.
They said they had a Rakatan box, whatever that. I don't know what that is, but.
Oh yeah, okay. So that's the weird alien dudes in KOTOR 1.
Okay.
And there's a side quest you can do in where you basically come across a guy whose mind was imprisoned inside the box, and he'll play riddle games with you. And if you win, he will let you out. If you lose, then game over and he takes your body. And you can run into another one of those guys in SWOTOR. I didn't notice that. I'll have to pay more attention. Wraith box.
They have a movie tavern here where you can.
Awesome. Those are awesome.
Yeah, and you get to eat while you watch, and the seating's in such a way that you're not really having. I mean, it's a sign, so you're not really having to worry about it too much. And so I usually go to that just for these big openings. And then I have a friend who absolutely hates children. And so it's fun to go with them to those because that's part of the amusement. He'll just be sitting there like, these fucking kids, they just fucking screaming, why do you even bring fucking kids to Star Wars? He's saying it all under his breath, you know?
Like, kids, Star Wars.
Huh?
That sounds like something Joey would do.
That's who I'm talking about. Yep. These fucking children fucking everywhere. And I'm like, hey, it's Star Wars. It's kind of a family thing. You know, they like the Force. He's like, yeah, I'll show them Force. Motherfuckers.
Yeah, Maxie fit the Force. Time he says that. Okay. The crime boss.
Well, KOTOR is something you can jump into, Gray, even if you've only seen the original Star Wars movies, because it's like 1,000 years prior. It takes place so far before that it's like.
Really interested in, like, all of the Marvel movies, I went to Movie Tavern. Like, Sunday morning show. One, because it's Louisiana and that means I get my goddamn mimosas and Bloody Marys on a discount. But also because it's Sunday morning and everybody's at church. Except
And the person who's serving your mimosa.
that is correct. So, yeah, movie tavern's my go-to. If it's just like, hey, let's go to the movies and do whatever, then I'll go to like AMC. But even they've upgraded to have the assigned seats. They don't have as good of seats as movie tavern, but yeah.
I'll answer your question in a moment. I'm waiting for them to stop.
Oh, the Tinseltown here in Shreveport.
Or maybe I'll shut them down so I can talk. KOTOR Knights of the Republic is a good place to start. It's dated. Its gameplay feels a little clunky because it came out in maybe, I don't know, 2005, I think. But if you can get over that, it has an amazing story. It's you don't have to have experienced any more of Star Wars other than 1 through 6. It's mostly because it takes place so far in the past. The only thing you're really sharing is the universe. Like, if you love the Star Wars universe, you'll love where this goes. Actually, a lot of people feel like the Old Republic's era is up there with the original trilogy in terms of how interesting they are. You know, there's a lot going on in that era, and it's far enough away from what we've experienced prior that it can create unique stories and stuff without stepping on any, lore toes, So I think KOTOR is good. Now, the old Star Wars The Old Republic MMO is kind of a continuation of KOTOR. So you can play that also, but it might spoil a little bit of KOTOR. Other than that, there's not a lot of Star Wars games. Fallen Order just came out a few days ago, and I hear it's great. But it takes place between episodes 3 and 4, when Anakin he's just become Vader and he's hunting down Jedi, and Jedi are tracked everywhere, and you play as a Jedi on a run and stuff. So that just came out a few days ago, and because that is separate for the most part from the other ones, that can be played also pretty much whenever you want if you like it. I will actually be playing that on stream probably soon. Since it only came out a week ago, I've been waiting a little bit. But I'm excited about it.
On all their games that they haven't made a decision. Because most of the time, all of their games are kind of, oh yeah, and there's a game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The only game that they ever take seriously seems to be Kingdom Hearts, and I think their version of take it seriously is let a crazy Japanese dude write a crazy story.
Well, I'm going to have to agree with you that 100% on the crazy part. Not so much on the serious part. They take their Lego games seriously. As in, like, they're usually very polished. Not as in, like, hey, look at this thing, but as in polish.
I'm sure you saw Video Game Donkey's explanation of Kingdom Hearts in the past.
Well, it was a fantastic 45-minute essay.
It's funny because he's not wrong about most of it, but it's funny because anyone who hasn't played it is thinking he has to be exaggerating or making shit up.
Oh yeah, no.
He recently did that with Metal Gear.
Oh man, I loved that video.
The Metal Gear series, and it's just as convoluted and retarded. Like, it was a good video.
I haven't seen this one for Metal Gear. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Huh?
I said I haven't seen this Metal Gear video, man.
It's pretty recent, yeah. It was like, and then the future Snake fights the Snake twin and it's just what the fuck is happening anymore?
Yeah, isn't there a version of Snake?
Oh, and this is Venom Snake.
Who ends up being a bad guy for no reason?
Probably.
don't know
I
what it
almost
is
think
about
Kojima gets off on that shit. He's like, oh, this is going to be funny. They won't know what to think. It's like with Death Stranding. It's like, what in the world? No one knew what that was going to be.
That's
And
the
still
point.
no one knows what to feel about it. It's like, wait, is this future FedEx?
It is 100% Amazon Prime later.
He totally
Dystopian
pulled
Amazon
that right when
Prime.
I was attacking it.
Hey, thanks.
I guess I
Yeah,
am
we
in
got
his
it delivered,
spot though.
and you need to do it now.
There's a lot I like about Death Stranding, but I can see the point of why a lot of people don't like it.
Yeah, because I don't want to play a literal walking delivery game.
Yeah. Press
If I was gonna
R1
play
to
a
not
literal
fall on your
walking
face.
delivery, at least give me Euro Trucks,
Yeah.
because then I have the possibility to run that car off the. No, here's what needs to happen: give Kojima, Yoko Taro, an unlimited budget, and see what fucking mindfuck comes out of there.
I think he was talking about trying to revisit horror, like with the PT.
I'd be down with that.
Yeah, I want to see a horror from him because you mix whatever nonsense bullshit comes out of his brain with scary, and I can deal with that.
Oh yeah,
Because that's part of what makes things scary, is it doesn't make sense to us. It's like, what's happening here?
If you took the delivery aspect out of the game, entire game, hey, look at these fucking spooky things going around. Change the atmosphere a bit. Could have made a perfect horror game.
Yeah, and that's what we thought it was going to be at first. It looked like it was going to be that.
That is why you got 20 likes.
Yeah.
I think that his nonsense, it really lends itself to like afterlife and ghost type of stuff, because that that stuff should be weird and alien and
Agreed. You shouldn't feel comfortable. It should feel unnerving.
Yeah, you definitely shouldn't relate to it.
Unnerving. Now we just have to convince to actually make a fun game with it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you build the world, get feeling, take a step.
It's like you want to write down exactly why these ghosts are doing what they're doing and how they came to be and all that kind of awesome. You knock yourself out. You write it down. Of course we're gonna put it in the game. Of course we're gonna. No, we're not.
There's this cleric here named Shaquille, and I'm like, I know when he hits 20, he's gonna be O'Heal.
Shaquille O'Neal.
I know it. I almost want to look him up. He's level 9 right now. I need to look him up in the future and see if I'm right. He's going to be Shaquille O'Heal.
You better add him as a friend right now.
Then check up on him. And one day I'll message him and be like, I added you as a friend 11 levels ago. Just so I can confirm in this moment.
Shaquille O'Neal. That's perfect.
Uh-huh.
Tell me he's an erudite cleric. Tell me he's an erudite cleric.
He is. Yep. You are correct.
Beautiful.
The zone is camped out again. Man, it's nothing to do. Too many damn people.
How does it work for that? Hop servers if you got too many people in there, or are you locked?
Well, if it was owned by a real company, yeah, they'd have servers based on how many people there are, but it's an emulator, and so they don't really have the resources to excuse me, they don't really have the resources to do that.
So
They
all in one.
Well, there's two. They were able to open a second server for what we're playing because it was crazy populated. Uh, I think it's funny is that the majority of people that switched to Teal whenever it opened were people who were trying to be, you know, first, like server first chasers. And I don't think any of the server firsts came from Teal. I think they all came from Green.
We still have SEAL Team here, though.
SEAL Team's gotten most of the server firsts, actually.
Yeah, we still have them. I was told earlier that a lot of them are made up of former officers from Aftermath on Blue.
Was Aftermath that guild that got wrapped up in the real money trading stuff?
I'm not sure, but I know they were problematic on Blue. The first person to 50 was a enchanter on Teal.
Interesting. Rumored Star Wars movie based on Knights of the Old Republic. Supposedly being penned by the dude that did Altered Carbon.
That would be nice.
I
did
haven't
not
seen
care for
Altered Carbon.
I did not care for it. I thought it was dumb.
20 minutes. Can you imagine that? You think you're going to be the first?
Lucasfilm president told MTV they are developing something to look at when it comes to Knights of the Old Republic. And yeah, Netflix's Altered Carbon creator will be writing the script.
No, you want to know what Altered Carbon was? In my opinion, Altered Carbon was, ooh, that's an interesting twist. Let's see if it goes anywhere. Didn't go anywhere. Oh, she's naked now. Ooh, that's an
Well,
interesting
Altered
twist.
Carbon
Let's
is
see if
based
it
on a
goes
book
anywhere."
series. It's based on a book series, though. So is the person penning the Knights of the Republic, is he the author of the books, or is he the person who adapted the screenplay for the show or whatever? Like, are those one and the same, or?
I don't know.
Because it could be that the guy's a good writer, but he's just doing what he can to match it to the books, you know?
Show creator Lita Kalogridis. Lita Kalogridis.
Yeah.
Like, the premise in Altered
She
Carbon.
is an American screenwriter. She has written scripts for Alexander, Nightwatch, Pathfinder, and Shutter Island.
Shutter Island was a good movie. I did like Shutter.
Let's see here. Altered Carbon, Terminator Genesis, Shutter Island, Avatar, Alita Battle Angel, Alexander, The House with a
Her
Clock,
work history is really hit or miss.
White House Down, Nightwatch. Now, Nightwatch I really like, though. I'm kind of on my own on that one, though. Not enough people saw that crap. Yes, this is all over. What the hell?
It's like which Avatar? Avatar with
Blue people Avatar. Lots
Blue
of
people.
fucking money Avatar.
Okay. To be fair, that one had a really bad story.
I mean, it's just Pocahontas.
Yeah.
Boss.
I shouldn't say it had a bad story then. I should say it had a story we've all seen already.
Yes, it was a very non-unique story of Pocahontas. Boss.
It was Pocahontas with more animals. Also aliens.
It had dark elves in it.
Aliens are animals. But they did have more because we only
Yeah, there were only like
three
three
little
animals.
animals. You got the little three. You got the hummingbird, you got the raccoon, and you got the little pug.
Yeah.
That's all the animals. That's all of them.
I mean, there was the wolf that was made out of clouds that howled, but that wasn't really an animal.
We
That
ain't
was,
counting the cloud wolf.
yeah.
Yeah, see, Night Watch and Day Watch are some that I'm surprised didn't get adapted more. Especially nowadays with such a big sci-fi interest. Let's see. What else has she done? I gotta look up and see if she like majorly contributed or if she was just like there for these, because that is a lot of stuff.
I need to use the restroom real quick, so I'm gonna try to find me a safer place, a slightly safer place. This is a kind of
the screenplay for Terminator Genesis and Alita Battle Angel. She wrote the scripts for Alexander, Nightwatch, Pathfinder.
It's a nice out of the way safe place.
Was Alita Battle Angel any good?
Maybe I'll die when I'm gone. I'm only gonna be gone like less than a minute, or about a minute. I don't know. One moment.
Did not see it.
Neither did I.
Oh, she's from Winter Haven. Ugh. That's a crappy town. She had a screenwriting credit in Tomb Raider. She helped write Scream 3. Watch Alexander, The Lone Ranger, Borgia, Alita Battle Angel, Darksiders Rewrite. There we go. She was an executive producer for Avatar. She was executive producer and screenwriter for Shuttle Island. Producer for White House Down.
Yeah, well, anyway.
She was creator, screenwriter, and executive producer for Altered Carbon. So if Altered Carbon was not good, she did all of it.
Well, so the issue with Altered Carbon, right, is that the setting was really cool, right? It's like the setting is awesome.
Oh no. Since 2016, she has been writing and executive producing Untitled Sword Art Online live action series.
Oh, gee.
Hey, the gingerbread cookie thingy. It's delectable.
Prepare your crin.
Am I getting close to having to go sell?
She's writing a script for an adaptation of Knights. Oof. All right, this lady's all over the place. So maybe one of the next two will be a hit and not a miss. It'll probably... What would be most depressing is if it was a hit Sword Art Online live action series, total miss for Star Wars.
Is her hits and misses, do they alternate? And was her last one a hit or miss?
Let's see here. What's most recent?
Gert, do the math for it.
Come on, Gert. Her most recent was 2018. It was The House with a Clock in the Walls, Altered Carbon. 2019 was Alita Battle Angel.
I heard good things about Alita. I have no idea about the clock. Now, Altered Carbon had a really good setting and a pretty good premise, and some people really liked it for that. But I didn't think it was enough to carry the plot, which was basically ooh, a
Feel free to
twist.
spoil me on it completely. I'm not.
Carbon gets altered.
I mean,
Yeah.
bro,
So the basic,
we talking charcoal or diamond?
well, the basic premise, the basic premise is that people can upload their brains into like computers, right? And then be downloaded into bodies that are not their own.
Okay.
Make sense? Um,
Called
and so
sleeves.
yeah, they're called sleeves, and they're basically cloned bodies. Um,
Well, that's no fun.
one the main character is like he got arrested. He was like some kind of criminal, and the way the show is shot is that you can tell that he's a criminal, and you're not 100% sure what exactly he was doing, like and why he's a criminal. But he was a criminal. He got arrested.
Now, is that just the show not explaining it, or
It's the show not explained. I never read the book.
okay?
I tried to get into the book, but I couldn't really. I tried my best though.
But he's a criminal. He gets arrested, and instead of basically and because the prisons are like privatized because it's like super future dystopian future.
Best.
Yeah. So the prisons are super privatized, and what they do is instead of like locking him up in a cell, they basically just take his brain out of his body, like they upload it to a computer, and then they use his body as like basically he loses his rights to his body, and it gets like
RoboCop test subject.
yeah, it gets given to somebody else as a sleeve, right? Well, years go by, and then he gets downloaded into another body, and basically they say, okay, look, we downloaded you into this body. It's a top of the line sleeve, so that means you now owe us this much money, and you're going to work for us to solve a case that we believe that a person with your skills would be able to solve, and that'll help you pay off your debt to society and pay us back for putting you in a sleeve.
Okay.
And the sleeve that he's in is the body of like his caseworker's lover. So there's like some real drama there.
Shit just got real.
Yeah. And so yeah, it's a little it's odd. So the premise was cool, the dude's got like top of the line cybernetic implants so he can see all kinds of cool things, and like he's basically got like a military grade sleeve. Um, and he's like a pretty good detective, like just in general. Um, and there's some interesting characters. There's a butler that's a hologram, and he's like the best. He was hilarious. Um, but yeah, like the actual plot of him like trying to solve this mystery I don't even remember what the mystery was he was trying to solve.
Just not compelling.
It was not compelling at all. And they would keep like dropping little breadcrumbs of like twists and things like that. They'd be like, "Oh, that could really have some big implications on the case," and then they would reveal what it was, and it's like, "Oh, it was nothing." And yeah, and it was like the end of every episode ended on like this massive cliffhanger that gets resolved in like the first like 3 minutes of the next episode, and shows you that it means nothing. And then the rest of the episode is him just spent wandering around trying to figure out how in the world he's supposed to track down on this mystery because that last big clue he got turned out to be nothing. And then inevitably somebody gets their tits out, and then And then there's some kind of big reveal for the next big cliffhanger. And it's just the whole show. The whole show is twists that mean nothing and nudity.
I feel like for the longest time, I've always been real big into sci-fi and fantasy, whether it be books, mostly books, but also movies and games and stuff. And for the longest time, it's been like the society view that, oh, that's a nerd thing. Like, you tell someone you read fantasy and they're like, oh, you just daydream inside. It's getting better. But then you see something like Game of Thrones pop out. And for the casual audience, the people that don't normally, read or find entertainment in fantasy realms, jumped on that shit.
How dude, that.
And I feel like they're trying to emulate that like crazy. And I think that's what they're trying to do with sci-fi a little bit. They're like trying to, you know what I mean? That's what I feel like they were doing with Altered Carbon.
I could see that. Trying to keep playing around which one is the next big, oh my god, everybody's on it.
Because I think Game of Thrones is good. It's not bad. But it's nowhere near as good as people think it is, because I find... I've been reading fantasy since I was a little kid, and I find if I made a list, Game of Thrones would be somewhere around the middle.
Alright, whoa. Number one? What's number one?
What's number one?
Yeah.
I like Patrick Rothfuss's books, but he probably won't ever finish them. Let me think. I like Robin Hobb's fantasies. She's pretty good. I liked Robert Jordan's, but he was all over the place. The Wheel of Time series. That's a real hard one to finish.
One of my friends loaned me one of the books out of that, man. I was confused.
Well, it's an amazing story padded by so much nonsense that's unnecessary nonsense. Like, I remember sitting on a train, and Gert may have heard this story before. I was sitting on a train going to visit my girlfriend at the time, and it was a 28-hour train ride, and all I had with me for entertainment was this one book, Book 10 in Wheel of Time series, Crossroads of Twilight. Only thing I had on me for entertainment. The prologue is over 100 pages of people walking through the snow. It's before you even get to chapter 1. Over 100 pages of people walking through the snow and reflecting upon why they're walking through the snow. And you might read like 8 pages of him like describing like a tree he's passing. Like, because Robert Jordan's strength is description. He's amazing at it, but he's almost like...
And it's also his weakness.
Yes. It's like he forgets he's writing a book. And so I remember closing it and saying, I can't do this. And I sat there and found other things like walking around a train to entertain me for that many hours. This is the only thing I had with me, and I still didn't pick it up again during that train ride. I'm like, oh, well.
I understand.
Yeah, I mean, I keep telling myself, oh, I need to go back and finish it, but oh man, I need someone to come out and make an abridged version.
Abridged series are pretty fantastic.
This is the equivalent of DBZ's 4 episodes of holding a spirit bomb over your head.
Hey man, hey. Just wanted to remind you, we only have 5 minutes to that plan.
I remember coming home from school and being like, DBZ time, hell yeah, he's gonna throw that spirit bomb today, and then watching a whole episode and it end with him still holding it. Are you fucking serious?
And because it's Cartoon Network, we're gonna go ahead and start again after the next episode because fuck.
Oh, that was the worst. Is you think he's gonna throw that spirit bomb, and then instead of throwing the spirit bomb, the episode the next day is like, okay, he's gonna throw the spirit bomb on the next episode. Awesome, he's gonna throw the spirit bomb,
Recap
and then
episode.
it's the and then you go and you watch it that next day, and it's the Saiyan arrives, and it's like, wait, what?
Oh man, I hated when they would do that shit so much.
They call it the spirit bomb because he never actually throws it in reality, just in spirit.
Yep.
That's how he got so strong. He had to hold that shit for like episodes at a time.
I don't like how in Dragon Ball Z, Goku beats every enemy except for Cell with a spirit bomb. I don't like that. Like, all of the arc-ending big bads, except for Cell, are defeated with a spirit bomb in Dragon Ball Z.
Hey man. Hey. You mad?
I mean, Vegeta is defeated with the spirit bomb. Ultimately, because that's what, like, he lives, he survives it.
Hey. Vegeta
But
is beaten by Krillin.
no, Vegeta was not beaten by Krillin. Vegeta would have been beaten by Krillin, but Goku was like, Krillin, don't kill him, I want to fight him again. And Krillin was like, are you serious? I'm going to kill this guy. And then turned around and Vegeta had gotten in his spot and gone away.
Yeah, Jirobe did actually do something helpful.
That was the last time Yajirobe did anything helpful, was in that
Correct,
fight.
outside of being Senzu Bean supplier. Oh man.
Oops. Wrong spell.
But no.
Hey, Frieza was not defeated with the Spirit Bomb.
Okay, you know what? You're right. Frieza
Knocked that shit away.
No, he got blown up by it. It messed him up. But
yeah.
then he was
fine.
Then he was like, Krillin dies now.
Yep.
And Goku took personal offense to that.
But yeah, so we got Frieza. Frieza's the only one. Well,
Look.
Frieza and Raditz was not an arc. It's like 2 episodes.
The spirit bomb is made with the energy he gets from all of us. So it's us that defeated all the enemies. It's supposed to be a heartfelt moment. We did it together as a team to save the planet.
But it's not at all.
It's kind of like when we're young and we helped Captain Planet clean up the pollution.
Hey now, everybody helped Captain Planet.
He's our hero. He's gonna knock pollution down to 0.
Goddamn right. Actually, come to think of it, I don't remember Captain Planet ever doing anything overly helpful that the
No,
Rings
I think
themselves could not have accomplished. He just kind of popped in and said,
I think the kid with the heart ring did it all.
"Oh man, yeah, most OP power."
You ever saw?
Oh yes, it does.
There's some video. I can't remember who made it, or whatever. And you know how the theme song goes? It's like they're calling out the powers like fire, water, and then when it gets their heart power, they put fire in a second time. And it's like something like, sorry, we just felt like we didn't need you on the team. I mean, don't you think that 2 fires is more effective or something like that? I'm gonna have to see if I could find that.
Parody video of Planetary.
Monty was in for heart because he was supposed to make people care about the environment. That was what his power was, is that the others were the elements of, Mother Nature, right? Fire, earth, wind, water. And then Monty's is the, it's the now you actually care.
And props for remembering
his name. It's the only one whose name I remember is Monty.
I think this is it.
By your powers combined, I am Captain Planet. Captain Planet. Planeteers, there is an eco-emergency. We need to save the planet. Come on, Planeteers, let's go! Mati, wait. I think we need to talk about something. What's that, Kwame? Well, me and the other guys have been talking, and I don't think we want you to be a Planeteer anymore. What? Why? Well...
By your powers combined, I am Captain Planet. Captain.
That was more entertaining than it should have been for the production quality.
Yep, yep. That was just a short video because I had to. I'm actually gonna sell and then probably call it a night because I'm getting kind of tired. And end the stream, but I will be streaming a lot tomorrow. Last time I logged out without selling the stuff in my spirit pouches and it all went poof. That was a mistake.
Well, I'll watch an episode or two of Altered Carbon to get an idea of what to expect from this lady's work on series.
Yeah, like I said, the premise is pretty cool.
I'll kill him for a moment, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I did not get to 10 tonight, unfortunately. My plan is to get to 10, probably tomorrow when I'm streaming I'll get to 10. And then maybe even to 11. When I get to 11, my plan is to come and turn in all these all these fangs. Because right now I have 158. Not too shabby. So maybe we'll jump from 11 to like, I don't know, 14 or 15 or something. And then I'll get KOS to all the crap cards and everything. So yeah, thanks for, I'm lost. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys tomorrow.